Hey, chat. Happy 2-year anniversary. This is fucking wild. As you can see, we are in VR chat today. We recently got an Oculus. Sorry, not an Oculus, a Quest 3. And we are experimenting with it, and we decided that instead of doing a face cam, because we did have a special face cam video last year, we are going to do this. Obviously, these are all free assets. We don't have anything special on such short notice, but we were able to get, just stuff going on. So we're going to yap for about 10 minutes. We just wanted to thank you so much for all of your continued support. Maybe we should say that at the end instead of starting off with that, but it'll be fine. It's been one hell of a journey. We have a lot that we could say about just about anything, at any aspect of it, and maybe we will. Obviously, we've been recording and streaming on a daily basis for probably close to a year at this point. When did we start? Actually, maybe it's been over a year. Which is fucking wild to think of. But we've been... Sorry, we're trying to figure out what to do with our hands. We're not used to having all this motion all this motion in the ocean. Yippee! We have been, recording and streaming every day for a year. And it's been a wild journey. We've gone places, we've done things, we've done a lot of stuff. It's interesting to think that over the course of that year, how much has changed. Because a lot has changed. At the beginning of the year, not the beginning of the year, but the beginning of this past year, we had suspicions, but did not even know that we were trans at that point. We were not cisgender, we knew that, but we had no distinct title for it. And the fact that we were able to find that kind of coming to self is a major step in just any kind of personal journey. And then more recently, within the past couple of months, what's come to light is we don't know if we've really talked about it a lot, and we're planning on making a video of kind of about our experience with it thus far. But we are plural, meaning that we have more than one personality. We do not have any specific diagnosis that would cause that, at least not yet, because that's something that we're still looking at. But we have been talking to a therapist about that, and that's something that's a little more personal, something you don't necessarily need to know. But the keen-eared of you will have caught on to the fact that we use plural first-person pronouns when we're referring to ourselves, and that's what that is. But as for things going on this year, like, the podcast has come so far. All of our videos have come so far. All of our, really, everything has come so incredibly far. Our editing style is still exactly the same. But we just haven't taken the time to learn a different editing style. We are planning on, over the course of the next year, getting better at editing. That is one of the things that we want to do. But like other stuff, like we played through all of the modern Doom games. Oh, Nier Automata was this past year. Oh, we fucking love that game. We should go back and replay it. We have some stuff that we are planning on going back and replaying at some point. Namely Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, because apparently they give us the DLCs are free, and we have access to those free DLCs. And it's just, we have such great plans for things to do. You know, there's, we just talked about this on the podcast episode. At the time that this will be going up, it would have been last week. About how just we're trying to think of the right word. The influence that YouTubers have. And not just that, we were talking more specifically about the great things that YouTubers are doing. Or ex-YouTubers, people who have, not in a bad kind of term, ex-YouTubers, but people who have gone off and done other things. And we think that, well, there are greater things you can do in this world. Making content and doing something that you love is definitely one of the greatest things you can do. Not just making content, but more specifically, doing what you love. And this is the thing that we love. We love creating videos for you guys. We love having that Discord server that we have not constant conversations in, but we definitely have made friends. And it's just such a beautiful thing. Not just to have community, but to be able to create something that people can appreciate. And it's been a journey. We started off making videos because, and we should always take time to look and reflect on where we began. We started off making videos on our dad's computer while he was out of town. He did not know. It may or may not be. Yeah, we don't have words for that. He did not know. But we did it it started off as a coping mechanism. It was, we were having a tough time at work, and we would come home and we would make a video. And we keep using the word beautiful, but there's something beautiful about that. About using a creative outlet as a coping mechanism. And then on top of that, we have, well, not on top of that, but then, as many of you know, we disappeared for quite a while. Not really quite a while, it was a couple of months. And we were hospitalized during that time. We should be using our hands more. Hands are fun. We were hospitalized during that time, and it is an unfortunate truth. However, that was the last time we were hospitalized. That is, hospitalized for mental health stuff. And it's... we definitely still have off days where we have mental health stuff that we struggle with a little bit, especially with plurality, and some of our headmates are a lot less functional than I am. But there's... most of our days are good days, and even the bad days are manageable. And that's really all you can ask sometimes. But we guess we kind of want to transition from this as being talking about us into a thanking you guys for being here. We said this last year. We'll probably say this next year. You guys mean the world to us. We have people that we consider more important. Our girlfriend, who streams with us. Go check those out. Go check out our streams. She is hysterically funny. And there's some other stuff going on during those streams that we probably shouldn't talk about. We probably shouldn't be talking about them during streams either. Not that it's anything super bad. It's just we get a little quirky at night. Okay, that sounds worse. But like, just there's you guys really do mean the world to us. We, without our viewers, we would not that we wouldn't feel like we were making something meaningful, but you guys are not the reason that we make things, because we really do make this stuff for ourselves. We do. We enjoy making things because we enjoy making things. But at the end of the day, the viewers are if not the most meaningful, at least a big part of it. We believe that any YouTuber community should be a community. Hence why we have a Discord. The link to that is in our bio. Go check that out. Didn't mean to do a plug there. That just kind of happened. But you know, we will continue making videos into the future. That is something that we love doing, which we've already expressed. We love doing it, and we will continue to do it for hopefully years to come. Yeah, so I guess as we mentioned last year, like, Markiplier has been our biggest sorry to take that hard right turn, but Markiplier has been like our biggest inspiration, and he has we're just going to talk about this briefly. He not gave our life meaning, but him and VivziePop, their work drug is not a word. It is a word, it's just not the word that we're looking for. They dragged us through some really hard times. Dragged isn't the right word. They led us through some really hard times, especially Markiplier's work in high school, and then VivziePop's work while we were in the hospital a couple of years ago. They got us through some really tough stuff. And we aspire to be like them. To be able to make something that can get somebody else through a hard time. That is, at the end of the day, our goal is to do something that we love and make something that leaves a lasting impact on somebody. That somebody can say is their comfort content, that somebody can say gave them a reason to continue living. Because for us, that's what it was. And it's sometimes difficult to admit that. But they really did give us a way to survive. I guess that's kind of all the points we wanted to make. So we wanted to, again, wow, we got to get used to using our hands. We'll probably do a lot more like story time type videos going forward, especially since we have VR chat now, we'll probably use this same world, and we might do a little bit of like wandering around. We might do some VR chat streams if we have friends that'll be willing to join us for that, because it's definitely something to do. But you know, it's just like, we don't know. We never really got into storytime videos, at least not yet. But we will. That's probably where this channel is migrating. Not completely storytime videos, but because we definitely love making like gaming videos, but we might sprinkle a couple of storytime videos in here and there. But for now, thank you so much for being a viewer, for putting up with our shenanigans, for laughing along with us, for being somebody that we can mean something to. Is that the right words? That's probably the right words. It'll be fine. Because at the end of the day, as we said, you guys mean the world to us. And we just wanted to make this video as not a recap, but a retrospective, not a retrospective, introspective, something perspective, on the past, how far we've come in this past year. And at the end of the day, we keep saying that term, at the end of the day, you guys really do mean the world to us. So for now, we're going to cut it off here. We don't want to keep rambling. Thank you guys so much for viewing. If you enjoy our content, and we say this at the end of every video, but if you enjoy our content, consider subscribing. It really, we say that, and people say that with oftentimes with self-interest in mind, to get their videos out there. But for us, it's, if you enjoy our content and you want to see more stuff like this, subscribing is the thing to do. If you end up subscribing, it will show you more of our content. It will, show you more of our content. The other thing you could do is join our Discord server. The link to that is in our bio, and it is a good place to be yourself. Granted that it's not toxic. Do not be toxic in there. We will kick you. But it's a good place to be yourself, to have community, to grow as a person together. But other than that, we don't think we really have anything else for you guys. So as always, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you all in the next one. You really do mean the world to us. But for now, so long, and farewell.